Hello and welcome back to SF Giants Recap. In today's video, we're going to be going over what the Giants will do when the lockout ends. Hopefully it'll end soon or just have a minor delay for spring training or opening day. And so let's get right into the video. What we'll be going over today is what the Giants will do, what they'll sign, how they'll rearrange everything. And so for catching, we have Kirk Casale, Joey Bart. And I think we'll do fine catching. I don't think we need to sign another guy. We could just platoon other guys up and down in the minors and majors to have as a backup. But I feel like Joey Bart does deserve to get way more playing time this year. I think Kirk Casale is a very, very good defensive catcher. He does have a lot of potential at the plate with a ton of power. Just needs to work on making contact more. But I think catching position is pretty set. I think we'll do fine. The main worry for me is pitching and the outfield. For the outfield, I think we could go out and try to get guys like Seihei Suzuki, a Japanese player who's looking pretty good. Obviously, it's not as big as competition out there as it is here, but he still put up like all-star numbers and will hopefully, if he does come to the Giants, perform really well. The Giants could also go after guys like Nicholas Castellanos, who hasn't been signed, and so I think those two would be a very good pickup, and also wouldn't cost a ton. Obviously, they would have to go out and sign those guys for more than what they would like, but they also got rid of Kevin Gausman, and so they could take the money that they'd spend on him for Nicholas Castellanos or Seihei Suzuki. Also, Buster Posey, they don't have to worry about his payroll, and so they could use some of that money and go out and grab some people. But I think the Giants would be pretty smart to go get an extra outfielder. Even if it isn't an all-star guy, they could go out and get someone under the radar like LaMonte Wade Jr. We saw how he did. He wasn't any big, huge all-star name, and he came out and performed really well. And so the Giants could go after a guy like that. And so the next thing we'll go over is the pitching. And for the pitching, we have Alex Cobb, Alex Wood, Anthony DeSclafani, Logan Webb, and those are the four right now. We do have Sean Jelly and Sammy Long, who are both, I feel like, Major League ready or could show up later in the season if we do need them. I think we could go after a starter, like a number 2 starter, because we have Logan Webb as a number 1. But a number 2 starter, I did a video about it, but I really feel like Carlos Rodon would be pretty smart, or bring back Tyler Anderson. And if we could get one of those guys to be our number 2 starter or something, just to have as an extra. And so I feel like if we can go out and do that, that'd be pretty smart to get another guy in the rotation. Obviously, the guys you see on the opening day roster aren't necessarily going to be the guys you see in September or August. And so I think we don't need to go out and sign a huge name, but I feel like we do need to sign another pitcher to try to rack up that starting rotation to get some big names in there, or just some guys who can eat up some innings, because innings equal outs, and so I feel like that'd be pretty smart to go out and do that for the Giants. And our bullpen is pretty solid. I feel like last year they really showed up, and finally we had a reliable bullpen who didn't really blow as many games as I intendedly thought. And so I think that'd be pretty smart to go out and not spend a ton of money on bullpen, and because I feel like we're already pretty set. Maybe a guy here or there, but I feel like our bullpen's pretty set with Camilo Doval,